Patrick Portman, owner of Portman Wealth Management here in Bardstown, Kentucky, and a certified financial planner here as well. So I appreciate all the positive feedback on that stimulus video that I created, and hopefully it helped you guys out. I've had a lot of people reach out, and it's been really neat to see, how a 3-minute video could touch so many people's lives. So it actually encouraged me to start presenting simple topics of what financial planners do to help you guys out. And hopefully you can learn some tips and tricks and maybe realize when you need a financial advisor or planner in your life, and maybe when you don't. So the first thing I'm going to focus on is preparing you guys for 3 simple things that you should know when we're approaching retirement. So as I mentioned in my last video, my focus is helping people that are 10 to 15 years close to retirement, as well as small business owners here at my firm, Portman Wealth Management. So today we're going to focus more on that retirement planning arm instead of the small business owner. But a lot of clients have came in here and stated, Patrick, I think I'm ready to retire, but I don't really know. I don't know what that change is going to look like. So I've broken things down into 3 simple thoughts we need to have when we're getting close to retirement. The question everybody asks is, am I ready to retire? The answer changes for everybody. So the first topic of that question is, how much money is it going to take me to live the life I want? Easiest for us to break down things on a monthly basis. We're used to paying bills monthly. So I usually ask my clients first and foremost, how much is it going to take us to retire? Is it 30 grand? Is it 50 grand a year? Is it 100 grand a year? And of course, we can break that down on a monthly basis. These are annual figures, but everybody's different. People's lifestyles are different. People's debt loads are different. People's asset levels are different. So the first thing that you would want to figure out is basically running a little budget or expense sheet and stating, okay, Patrick, it takes me $2,000 a month to do the things I want, $5,000 a month, $10,000 a month, so on and so forth. So figuring this out is going to be the essentially variable that makes everything else go. If we don't know how much it takes for us to spend in retirement, there's no way we can answer, am I ready to retire? Second issue we need to figure out is, where's our money coming from? We've got likely 401ks, Social Security, possibly a pension, if you're lucky enough to have that this day and age, IRAs, Roth IRAs, and all the like. So really an organization of figuring out, here's where our assets are. We may have 15 different accounts from all these jobs we worked, but helping organize, here is the total amount that I have that is going to help me retire. Essentially, it becomes a math problem of me working with clients and figuring out, okay, based on what we've saved and what we think we need, that's going to answer this question, am I ready? If it was that easy, maybe I wouldn't have a job. I mean, I wish it was that easy, but the tricky thing is there's still another variable we haven't talked about, and it's someone's risk tolerance. So we're all so different, and all of us handle risk differently. So my job as a financial advisor and planner is figuring out how to help these assets match a client's risk tolerance so that they can have the money they need in retirement. The game has changed when we get closer to retire. It's not about how much money can we make per year. It's not about finding those mutual funds that maybe make 5, 10, 20% returns. It's figuring out how much are we willing to risk to get the return we need to live our life. Maybe that's 5%, 7%, 10%. It changes for everybody. So this is the factor that an advisor is going to help you manage your old 401k, current IRA, what have you, to make sure that we're taking enough risk for your situation, but more importantly, pairing that risk with your personality. I have clients who are so different. I have the client who is worried every time they see a statement and a dollar has dropped. I have a client who never even looks at the statement and everything in between. So my most important focus on any meeting I have is figuring out how much is that client willing to risk to meet their goals. Hopefully, if we've saved enough assets, we can take a manageable amount of risk, be comfortable, and live the lifestyle we want. So my process of doing this, everybody's different, but I usually break my clients' assets down into 3 buckets. Now, what I do know is a client isn't going to retire at 62 and use their entire 401k. So what I have to do is figure out, how do we create income for today, 10 years from now, 20 years from now? Hopefully a client lives to 90, 100, maybe even longer. How do I make sure that they're still going to have enough money in this situation? So what I usually do is put 1 to 3 years of current income in a very conservative bucket here, that no matter what the market's doing, my client knows that whatever number they gave up here is in this conservative bucket, and they don't have to change their life just because of the political environment, economic environment, whatever is going on in the market. But what I also know is I don't want all of my assets here. I want the rest of them trying to make and yield returns to help me get income at 65, 70, 75, 80. So I use these 2 buckets to vary the amount of risk we're taking so that we're still striving to make money in the market when times are good, but we have this protection that we may never have had in a 401k because we're starting to use the money. So that's a simplistic way of what my process is of helping clients getting closer to retirement. The game just changes a little bit. We're not trying to make max return in most situations. Now, clients that have more assets than they need, or a numerous amount of assets compared to what they say they want in retirement, maybe we can take a lot more risk. But most clients come in stating, I've saved this money my entire life. I want you to help me make it last the rest of my life and meet my goals, whether it's, moving to a different state, giving a good inheritance to your children, or living up on each cent that you have. My job is to help figure out what is it exactly that you want, and then answering these 3 questions. How much money do we need per month, per year? What have we saved? And how much risk are we willing to take to meet our goals? I hope this has helped you guys. This is just a little snippet of anytime a client asks me, am I ready to retire? These are 3 things to think about before you come meet someone such as myself. Hope you guys have a great rest of your day, and I look forward to shooting another video soon.